Jewish people have experienced incredible trauma. You have transformed your ability to tell stories into this film that is focusing specifically on the children who were impacted by October 7th. And unfortunately, the timeliness is so appropriate that we have to keep talking about these things. We are still seeing hatred, fear, intolerance, suffering, and massacres of the Jewish people.
I think that young people around the world are the people that we need to be focusing on the most. We see what's happening on the college campuses. It's also going to the middle schools. And I've always related to children in a really special way. If you look through my content from years ago, I've always been dancing with children, had a really special connection with them. When I got asked if I wanted to be a part of this project, it was not even a thought in my mind. And I was honored that I would be the one to be able to give these children a voice, and that they felt comfortable enough with me to be able to sit down with me and share these really, really personal moments with me. And for me, my goal with this documentary is to reach the younger generation in a different way, because I feel that if they hear from people their age or similar to their age, that they're gonna relate to it in a different way. And of course, I'm so grateful that Paramount and MTV picked this up to get it on an even wider scale and get this out there to the world. And I believe it's gonna make a huge impact.
You know, many of these children experience things that we couldn't even imagine. These children now have an experience that will stay with them forever of playing dead, in many cases hiding under their own parents' bodies.
These children are innocent. They have nothing to do with this conflict, right? They have nothing to do with this war. They're innocent children. Were literally in their bedrooms, were woken up from their sleep to go in their safe rooms without knowing what was actually going to happen, with thousands and thousands of terrorists on foot infiltrating their homes, their communities, killing their family members right in front of them.
My mom, I knew she was dead immediately. I just stayed still. I didn't make a single sound. I waited under my mom's body for around an hour.
Rotem had to hide under his mother's dead body. His mother shielded him, and she was murdered right on top of him. Can you imagine that? You know, my grandmother was 13 years old when she was taken to Auschwitz in the Holocaust, right? My grandmother was 13 when she stood there while the Nazis beat her mother, my great-grandmother. They beat her and then dragged her to the gas chambers. My grandmother lost both of her parents and many other family members. Unfortunately, these stories are far too similar. Yael Idan's sister was murdered right in front of her, and then her father was taken hostage.
I saw her falling to the ground and starting to bleed.
When I did the interview with her, there was hope for him because there was proof of life in captivity. And now his body was one of the last bodies that was just returned by Hamas, murdered in captivity.
Talking about October 7th, talking about these children's experiences is not a political conversation. It is not something that should be politicized, armed. It's not about should there be a two-state solution. It's not about any of that. It has nothing to do with that. And I think that's where there's so much confusion, especially on social media and especially for young people. These ideas have been conflated and we have to separate them out. We were all the same, you know, in the eyes of a terrorist. We're all the same. It didn't matter if people were dancing and celebrating love. It didn't matter if you were a child just in your bed.
Yep.
I know you feel uncomfortable when people thank you, but I thank you, I appreciate you, and especially for the audience that you can reach. It's incredibly powerful, and this film is gonna change the face of how people see October 7th, so thank you.
Thank you. You're the best. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.